There is a video that I have been wanting to do for a very, very long time now. I just needed to wait for what I felt was a good time. And now feels like as good of a time as there ever will be. This weekend is incredibly busy in the world of pro wrestling, specifically the Saturday where we have NXT's Great American Bash, Saturday night's main event, and AEW All In. Now, hands held high, I don't watch AEW like I do WWE. I pay attention to it. I try to stay up to date with it, but I don't watch every show. But the last video that I posted on this channel was my preview video for Evolution. Evolution taking place this Sunday. And in that video, I talked about how I was really nervous for this year's Evolution. Because it feels like the sheer amount of wrestling that we're going to get on that Saturday is really going to hinder the show come Sunday. And I thought it was just a bizarre move by WWE to have Saturday night's main event taking place the day before Evolution. And the only reason why they're doing it is because All In is taking place. So in today's video, I'm going to ask the question, does WWE pay attention to AEW too much? Before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That is all we post is WWE related content. So if you're a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. So don't get me wrong. Competition is a very good thing, regardless of if you have two companies competing for the top spot in their respective industry, or if you look behind me, you obviously can tell that I am a massive, massive sports fan. So I understand why competition is so important. But we have now seen WWE book a show the same night as an AEW show multiple times now. And while in the past we didn't really think too much of it, we thought it was kind of cool, we thought it was funny. But now seeing what it's doing and it possibly hurting Evolution's chances of even swimming before it can truly sink or swim, that's why I have to ask the question. Does WWE care too much about AEW? Now, I'm not saying that WWE should completely ignore AEW and treat them like they don't exist. And I think something that we all have to keep in mind here is the wild and wacky era of professional wrestling that we are in. We've got partnerships between WWE and TNA. We've had name drops on several different shows which would have never happened back in the day. So maybe this is something that is just going to take some getting used to, but it was never really an issue until I could see it actively hurting a show. Evolution this year has not gotten the same love and care that any of the other shows have gotten, and I quite frankly think that this show should have been treated like a major show. Because it is. An all-women's premium live event is a massive, massive deal, especially when you consider the amount of talent that is going to be in this show. I understand maybe not wanting to have that show go up against AEW's biggest show of the year, but I just can't get over the fact that I feel like they should not have had Saturday night's main event on this Saturday. Because not only are you not really treating Evolution the way it should be treated, but you're also ruining an episode of Saturday night's main event that, as of right now, only has 3 confirmed matches. And one of those matches just so happens to be the one match that no one wanted to see, and that's Goldberg taking on Gunther. In my opinion, they could have held off from having Saturday night's main event this weekend. I think they would have been just fine having NXT's Great American Bash happening that day, and that was it. And not only is it starting to affect the shows, it's also affecting the schedule for the rest of the year. Something to point out, there is not a PLE that takes place in the month of September. And they really could have done a Saturday night's main event in there. That to me would have been the perfect time for a Saturday night's main event. But instead, they're choosing to burn it on a Saturday just so they can try to outdo AEW. And again, I get it. It's competition. It's a business. These are two companies that are fighting for the top spot. I completely understand it. But given the fact that we have seen WWE do this time and time again now, up to this point, we've kind of been okay with it. We haven't necessarily liked it, but here we are now, and we're talking about Evolution maybe not getting the same love and care that a typical WWE PLE gets. We're talking about Saturday Night's Main Event that only has 3 matches. We have NXT's Great American Bash, which really hasn't had a ton of promoting anyway. So, this is where I really, really want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on this? Do you agree with me? And do you think WWE pays a little too much attention to AEW and how AEW does their business? Or are you a fan of it? And do you like the fact that WWE is trying to stay on top and having a show on the same night at the same time as an AEW show? Again, for me, I thought it was okay in the past, but now I'm starting to see it affect the WWE product, and that's not good. So again, let me know that stuff down below in the comments, and I'm really, really curious about this one. Again, this is a video that I have had planned for a very long time now. I just wanted to wait for the perfect time, and again, this felt like it was the right time. And while you're down in the comments, make sure you swing by the description and click the Linktree link. That is the only link in bio for a reason, and that is because it'll take you to all of the social media platforms for this channel. And I do suggest going and checking out our X page. Besides YouTube, I am most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLEs. And above all else, I want the X page to be a place for wrestling fans to go and talk about wrestling, especially if you're like me and you don't have a lot of people to talk to about wrestling. So if you are like me and you're looking for a group of wrestling fans to talk about wrestling with, swing by an upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, one of the upcoming PLEs coming up this weekend, because we know that there is enough. Join in on the conversation, and maybe it's for you at the end of the day. With all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Both are free, and both really help out the channel a lot. And if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here. And as always, stay tuned for more WWE content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.